Hello and welcome to Replacement Player Baseball. Today we are going to see Game 3 of a 3-game series between the Cubs and Pirates. These two teams split the first two games, with the Pirates staging a furious ninth-inning comeback to rally against the Cubs in Game 1, and then staging another comeback against the Cub bullpen only to see it fall short in Game 2. The Cubs come in today's game at 24-26, 3.5 games behind the division-leading Reds. And here are our lineups for today's game. The Cubs are going to send Chris Archer out to the mound, making start number 11. He is 3-3 with a 4.04 ERA and 140 WHIP. He will be opposed by the Pirates' J.T. Brubacher, who is appearing in his third game of the season. He is 1-1 with a 106 WHIP. And the key player in today's game is definitely Victor Caratini, catching and batting sixth for the Pirates. He has just been on a tear against the Cubs all season. Today's game is going to be 57 degrees out with wind blowing in from right at 18 mph. Maybe they'll knock down some of those home runs. So let's play some ball. Alright, the Pirates have J.T. Brubacher on the mound facing the Cubs left fielder Mike Tauchman to lead off the game. The Pirates come in at 25-23, second place in the Central. 6 games have been split between these two teams. Tauchman hits a ground ball to second. That'll be a ground out for out number 1 in the first inning. Fletcher now will bat with 1 out, nobody on, and an 0-1 count. Fletcher hits it hard on the ground, but over to short. The throw to first is in time, and Fletcher is out number 2. And now Bryant will bat with 2 outs, nobody on, and a 1-ball count. And Bryant hits it very high into right field, but that is going to get knocked down by the wind, and it's going to be caught just in front of the scoreboard in deep right field. The Cubs go down in order 1-2-3 in the first inning. We go to the Pirates half of the first of a 0-0 game. Chris Archer will be facing Jarrod Dyson to lead off the bottom of the first inning for the Pirates. Here's a full count, payoff pitch to Dyson, and apparently that was low. Umpire might have squeezed him just a little bit right there, but nevertheless, next up will be Pirate second baseman Kevin Newman with Dyson on first and nobody out. 1-ball count. And the pitch gets away. The speedy Dyson is going to make his way down to second. And now Newman is batting with a 3-0 count, nobody out. And he flies out to center. The diving catch out in center field. Almora with a beautiful defensive play. And Dyson has to remain on second. There is now 1 out, and Josh Bell will be the batter. 2-1 pitch to Bell. Archer comes to the plate. Popped up on the infield. Baez coming in. Calls off Bryant. That is out number 2. Polanco will now bat. Gregory Polanco. Pirate right fielder, cleanup hitter, standing in with an 0-2 count. And he grounds it to second. Fletcher over to Shaw at first, and that is out number 3. The Pirates strand a runner, and we go to the top of the second of a 0-0 game. Javier Baez will lead off for the Cubs. 1-ball count to Baez. Man, if you get it in the air, you better hit it out to left. He hits it on the ground to his counterpart at shortstop. Riddle throws the ball over to Bell at first for out number 1. Shaw now the batter with a 2-2 count. Shaw pops it up. The third baseman comes racing over to make that play. Hayes puts it away for out number 2. He reacted very quickly to catch that pop-up. And now with 2 outs and nobody on, Contreras will be the batter with a 2-1 count. Here's the pitch to Contreras. Popped up to center, except that's actually going to be left center because of the wind. And Contreras flies out for out number 3. We go to the bottom of the second inning of a 0-0 game. Bryan Reynolds will lead off for the Pirates. 2-2 count to Reynolds. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That is the first strikeout of the day for Mr. Archer. And now Caratini will be the batter with a full count and 1 out. Archer coming to the plate. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Caratini also goes down on strikes. And Ke'Bryan Hayes will be the next batter. 2 outs, nobody on. 3-0 pitch to Hayes. Grounder to third. Bryant scoops it up, throws to first. And that is out number 3. The Pirates retired in order in the bottom of the second. We go to the top of the third. 0-0 game. Hayward will lead off for the Cubs, the number 7 hitter, with a 1-ball count. Here's the pitch. He hits it sharply up the middle, but the shift was on, and the shortstop Riddle, playing close to second base, throws him out at first for out number 1. Almora now will be the batter, with a 1-strike count and 1 out. And Almora lifts it into left field just beyond the reach of the third baseman for a single. Good hit there, Mr. Almora. First base hit of the ball game, actually. And now Archer will bat with 1 out, 1 man on, and a potential sacrifice situation. Archer is 1 for 18 on the season. First pitch to Archer, lays it down over toward third. The throw goes to second, and Almora is thrown out at second. Almora maybe didn't get the best jump in the world coming off first. And Archer is on first. There are now 2 outs, and Tauchman will bat with an 0-2 count. And Tauchman strikes out looking. That is out number 3. The Cubs strand a runner, go to the bottom of the third of a 0-0 game. Archer will pitch to Riddle with a full count, nobody out. And Archer was not able to solve that riddle. He walks him. And now Brubacher will bat. Again, likely another sacrifice situation here. Runner on first, nobody out. First pitch to Brubacher. Ground ball, or bunt. That's a bunt over to the first baseman, Shaw, with a heads-up defensive play, throws to second. Baez covering second. And the Cubs turn the tables on the Pirates. They convert that bunt into a force out of the lead runner. And now Dyson will bat with 1 out and Brubacher on first. 1-2 count to Dyson. Popped up to left center. Almora coming in. He fields it for out number 2 in short left center field. And now Newman will be the batter. 2 outs, runner still on first. 2-ball count to Newman. Grounder to third. Bryant has it. Throws to second. They force the lead runner, and that forces the end of the inning. We go to the top of the fourth of a 0-0 game. Dave Fletcher will be the batter. He has been cold lately. I feel like he's lost about 20 points off his batting average in the last 2 weeks. Fletcher coming up. He will face Brubacher to lead off the fourth. 2-2 pitch to Fletcher. That is popped up to shallow right field. The second baseman is going to field that for out number 1. Chris Bryant now, robbed of a home run by Mother Nature in the first inning, comes up now in the fourth with 1 out, nobody on. And Bryant hits it very hard, this time to left center field, and it is going to be playable. Reynolds is going to have it for out number 2. Baez now comes up with 2 outs, nobody on, and a 1-1 count to Baez. Baez lines it to third base, and a diving Hayes makes the catch for out number 3. That one had extra bases written all over it. Well, we go to the bottom of the fourth inning now of a 0-0 game. Archer comes out to face Josh Bell, leading off for the Pirates half of the fourth. 3-1 count to Bell. And that is high. That is ball 4. We are now going to see Greg Polanco bat with Bell on first, nobody out. 3-1 pitch to Polanco. Low and in, ball 4. That is 2 consecutive walks to lead off the fourth inning. Archer's in a little bit of trouble here. Reynolds now coming up. He's going to have to face Reynolds, Caratini, and Hayes with 2 men on in the Pirates' half of the 4th inning. 1-1 pitch. Archer comes to the plate. Shaw has it. Throws to second. The throw comes back to first. That is a 3-6-1 double play as the pitcher Archer was covering first. And now suddenly the Cubs have 2 outs and the runner is advanced to third, Bell, on the ground ball double play. Caratini will now bat. Archer has a chance to get out of this inning unscathed. 0-2 pitch to Caratini. And he is called out. Caratini thought he checked his swing, but the umpire rung him up anyway. The Cubs escape. The Pirates strand a runner. And now we go to the top of the 5th of a 0-0 game. Travis Shaw will lead off for the Cubs. Full count pitch to Shaw. He takes that high for ball 1, or for ball 4. That is a base on balls. The first walk of the game for Brubacher is what I was trying to get out. Contreras is now going to be the batter with Shaw on first and nobody out. 1 ball count to Contreras. Oh, and there's a balk. Brubacher apparently balked. He made an illegal motion there, and Shaw is going to advance to second. Contreras now the batter with a 2-2 count, runner on second, and Contreras strikes out swinging. Contreras is the first out of the inning, and now Hayward coming up. Hayward has had the opposite trajectory of Fletcher. He has been on the rise lately and contributing in some significant ways. Let's see if Hayward can drive in this runner with 1 out in a tie game in the 5th inning. Oh, and they're going to show some respect to Hayward. They are going to intentionally walk him and face Almora instead. So Almora comes up now with first and second and 1 out and a chance to do some damage. First pitch to Almora. And that's a single up the middle. Almora is going to drive in a run. The runner on third, Shaw, he comes all the way around to home. He slides in safely. Hayward stops at second. Almora has an RBI single. The Cubs have broken the tie here in the top of the 5th inning. It is now 1-0 Cubs, and the pitcher Archer is going to bat with 1 out, runners on first and second. First pitch to Archer, and he lays down a bunt. The pitcher has it. The only play is to first, and Brubacher fires over to Newman covering first base. So now Tauschman will bat with second and third and 2 outs. And the Cubs trying to add to this 1-0 lead. First pitch, and they're going to intentionally walk Tauschman. Well, the Pirates have now intentionally loaded the bases in order to face Dave Fletcher. If he's going to break out of his slump, this would be a very timely event for which it to happen. So first pitch here to Fletcher, and he hits a base hit into left field over the shortstop's head. 1 run is in. Second runner is coming around. He slides into home. He is safe. And Fletcher has a 2-run RBI single. The Cubs now lead 3-0. No better way to break out of a slump than to drive in some runs. Good hit there by Fletcher, and now Bryant will be the batter. First and second, 2 outs, and Bryant comes up with a 3-1 count. And they miss low and away with Bryant. He walks down to first, so the bases are loaded again for Baez. Baez coming up with 2 outs. Runners on every base, nowhere to put him. Not like Baez would necessarily draw a walk anyway. Full count pitch to Baez. Swing and a miss, strike 3. They got him to swing and miss at ball 4. Well, the Cubs score 3 runs, and they now have a 3-0 lead. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning, and Archer is sent out to maintain the lead. He's going to face Hayes, Riddle, and Brubacher here in the bottom of the 5th. 1-1 pitch to Hayes. That's going to be a base hit into left field. Tauschman is chasing, but he plays it on a hop. And Hayes has the first hit of the game for the Pirates here in the bottom of the 5th inning, a leadoff single. Riddle will now bat. First pitch to Riddle. That's popped up to short left. Baez is going out. He will make the play for out number 1. Brubacher will now be sent up to bat for himself. He is coming up with 1 out, 1 man on. Pirates trailing 3-0, bottom of the 5th. 1 strike count to Brubacher. And that is popped up to right field. On a different day, that might have been a home run, but it looks like Hayward is actually going to field that on the warning track for out number 2. Archer definitely got away with one there. The wind knocked that down. It looked like it was going to be gone. Dyson now the batter with 2 outs, and the runner still standing on first base. First pitch to Dyson. Popped up to center. Almora chasing actually into left center, and he puts it away for out number 3. Well, Archer manages to navigate the bottom of the 5th and maintain the 3-0 Cub lead. We go to the top of the 6th inning now. Shaw is going to lead off. He will continue to face Brubacher, who is still out on the mound for the Pirates. First pitch to Shaw, and he hits a ground ball to second. The throw goes to first. Shaw is retired for out number 1. Wilson Contreras now the batter. He stands in against Brubacher with 1 out, nobody on. Contreras looking to get a base hit. He grounds it over to third. Hayes has it, throws to first for out number 2. And now Jason Hayward will be the batter. Hayward comes up with 2 outs and nobody on. 1-1 pitch to Hayward. And Hayward hits it very high into right center field. That is going to be out. Oh, yep, that is going to be out number 3. That's right. Hayward flies out to the warning track as the wind continues to knock down potential home runs to right field. It is still 3-0 Cubs. Newman now the batter. He comes up against Archer in the bottom of the 6th inning. 1 strike pitch. And Newman hits a liner out to center. Almora diving. He makes the catch in left center field. And Almora acted like he was hurt initially, but he waves off the trainer and he stays in the game. Almora really laid out, sacrificed his body to make that out. Now Bell is the batter with 1 out, nobody on. 1-1 pitch to Bell. And that's a grounder to first. Shaw has it, steps on the bag for out number 2. Polanco will now bat. Polanco comes up with 2 outs, nobody on, facing Archer here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 1-1 pitch from Archer. And that is lined into right field, but Hayward, moving to his left, makes that play for out number 3. We go to the top of the 7th inning of a 3-0 Cub lead. Brubacher, with 66 pitches, is coming out to work inning number 7 against the Cubs. He will face Almora to lead off. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch to Almora. Grounder up the middle. Brubacher has it. Throws to first. That is out number 1. Archer apparently is going to get the chance to continue to pitch a shutout here. He's coming up to bat in the top of the 7th with 1 out. 2-1 pitch to Archer. And he lines it down the right field line. That is curving back fair, and it is going to be caught by Polanco for out number 2. That looked like that was going to be a foul ball 10 rows deep, and it got blown all the way back into the field of play, and the right fielder was able to field it for out number 2. Tauschman now will bat against Brubacher with 2 outs, nobody on. 1 ball count. Here's the pitch to Tauschman. Grounder to first. Bell has it, steps on the bag. That is 3 down in the 7th inning. We go to the bottom of the 7th, 3-0 Cubs. Archer comes out for inning number 7 of work. He is at 79 pitches. Through 6 innings, he has allowed 1 hit, walked 4, and struck out 3. Archer, with the 1-1 count, pitches to Reynolds. Grounder to second. Fletcher has it, throws to first. Shaw has to stretch to make that play, but he gets it for out number 1. Archer is now going to pitch to the man he was traded for, Caratini, with 1 out, nobody on. 2 strike count to Caratini. Here's the pitch. And he is hit. Archer just let that changeup get away from him, it looked like. He hit Caratini. There is now a runner on first, 1 out, and Hayes the batter with 1 ball. Here's the pitch. That's a liner right at Baez. Is he going to throw to first? Nope, Caratini just wasn't far enough off the base. That was a potential double play line drive right there, but Baez held on to it, did not even attempt the throw to first. And now, Archer has one riddle left to solve, and then he'll be out of the 7th inning. 2 outs, runner on first, Cubs hanging on to a 3-0 lead. 1-2 count, 2 riddle. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The slider was the answer to that riddle. And now we're going to go to the top of the 8th inning. 3-0 Cubs. Fletcher is going to lead off against Brubacher. He is coming out for inning number 8. Apparently the Pirates have burned through quite a bit of their bullpen so far. Brubacher does stand to lead off in the bottom of the 8th inning. I'm imagining we're going to see a pinch hitter if Brubacher actually finishes the 8th inning. Here's a 1-2 count to Fletcher. And Fletcher hits it on the ground to third. The throw goes over to first, and Fletcher's retired for out number 1. Bryant now the batter with 1 out. Nobody on. Bryant is 0 for 2 today. 2-1 pitch to Bryant. Grounder to third. Hayes has it. He hasn't forgotten where first base is. Throws across the diamond to retire Bryant for out number 2. Baez now the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. 2-2 pitch to Baez. Popped up to left. Reynolds chasing, and he has it for out number 3. The Cubs go down in order. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning of a 3-0 Cub lead. The Pirates are going to send up a pinch hitter. The lefty, Adam Frazier, is going to bat for the pitcher's spot. He'll lead off against Archer, who's coming out with 91 pitches so far to start the 8th inning. 1-1 pitch to Frazier. That's going to be a base hit up the middle, over the second baseman's head, out to center field. Almora has it, returns it to the infield quickly. Frazier stops at first with a single, and now Dyson. Man, how appropriate would be if Dyson were the cleanup hitter. But here he is, the Pirates' leadoff hitter, in the bottom of the 8th inning of a 3-0 Cub lead. 2-0 pitch to Dyson. And that is a fly ball to left. Tauschman is going to take about 2 slow steps and field that ball for out number 1. Newman now the batter, and he is going to face a new Cub pitcher. The Cubs manager, David Ross, goes out to the mound, and he brings in the reliever, Sammy T. Sammy has thrown 3 innings so far this year. He has allowed 3 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts. He is pitching with 1 out, a runner on first. The runner on first is actually Archer's responsibility, and trying to help maintain a 3-0 Cub lead. 1-1 pitch. Here it comes. Grounder to the left side. Tui has it. Throws to first, but the runner Newman beats that throw easily for an infield single. That was just a perfectly placed ground ball between third and the pitcher's mound. And now Bell will bat, actually representing the tying run. With 1 out, runners on first and second. 2-2 pitch from Tui. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That was a fastball at 95. And now Polanco will bat with 2 outs, 2 men on. Cubs trying to get out of the 8th inning. 1 strike pitch to Polanco. That's going to be a base hit up the middle. The runner is going to stop at third base. The third base coach actually threw up the stop sign, and Frazier does not attempt to score on the Polanco single. The Pirates now have the bases loaded, and Brian Reynolds is the next batter. He comes up with the Pirates trying to cut into this 3-0 lead. Tui with the first pitch to Reynolds. That's another base hit. That's going straight up the middle to center field again. Almora gets it back into the infield. 1 run is scored. Second run is going to score. It is now a 3-2 Cub lead. The Pirates have just scored twice on the Reynolds RBI single. And now Caratini comes up. He is 0 for 2 today. He has a chance. The tying run is in scoring position. The potential leading run is over on first base, and Caratini is going to face Tui here in the bottom of the 8th inning with 2 outs. 3-1 pitch to Caratini. That is outside. That is ball 4. And the Cubs bullpen just continues to struggle. The Pirates seem to know exactly how to push the right buttons and get back in these games against the Cub bullpen. Hayes now the batter with 2 outs and the bases loaded. Cubs clinging to a 3-2 lead. First pitch to Hayes. Ground ball to short. Baez has it. Throws to second. A low throw, but Fletcher fields it. That is out number 3. The Cubs escape as the Pirates leave the bases loaded. We go to the top of the 9th inning of a 3-2 Cub lead. Now the Pirates are going to bring in a relief pitcher. This is going to be righty Kyle Crick. He is going to face Shaw, Contreras, and Hayward here in the top of the 9th inning. Crick has thrown 17 innings so far this year. 9 hits, 9 walks, 21 strikeouts, and a .06 for an ERA. Here's a 3-ball pitch from Crick to Shaw. That is outside. That is ball 4. And the Cubs have the leadoff runner here on base on the top of the 9th inning. Contreras now will bat. Shaw on first. 1-1 pitch to Contreras. Contreras has a base hit into left field. Shaw is going to stop at second base. Contreras has a single, and now the Cubs have a little rally of their own going. Runners on first and second. Nobody out. Hayward the batter. 0-2 pitch to Hayward. Hayward hits it very hard, but basically directly at the left fielder, and that is going to be out number 1. Almora now the batter with first and second and 1 out. Crick trying to get out of this inning for the Pirates. Almora pops it up to the first base side. It is playable behind first base. That is an infield fly. That is out number 2. And now the Cubs are going to send up a pinch hitter. They're going to send up Dandy Santana, who, as a switch hitter, is going to bat from the left side against the righty Crick with 2 outs, 2 men on. Cubs trying to extend this 3-2 lead. 1-ball count to Santana. Here's the pitch. Santana hits it up the middle. The shortstop, Riddle, has it, throws to first, and that will retire the side. Well, we go to the bottom of the 9th inning of a 3-2 Cub lead. And today's closer is going to be Trevor Rosenthal, brought to you by the Cubs bullpen. Rosenthal has thrown 23 innings so far this year, allowed 10 hits, 11 walks, 27 strikeouts, and has a 1.54 ERA. Rosenthal will be trying to shut down the Pirates in the bottom of the 9th inning and preserve this 3-2 game. 2-1 pitch from Rosenthal to Riddle. Here it comes. Popped up to center. Almora coming in, and he has it for out number 1. Kramer now the batter. Kevin Kramer is going to pinch hit for the pitcher's spot in the bottom of the 9th inning. He comes up with 1 out, nobody on. Full count pitch to Kramer. Rosenthal comes to the plate. Inside, ball 4. The tying run's on first base. And now Dyson comes up. He comes up with 1 out, runner on first. Rosenthal trying to nail down this 3-2 win. Full count pitch from Rosenthal. And Dyson holds up. The pitch was low. That is ball 4. Rosenthal has just walked 2 batters, and now Newman is going to come up to bat with first and second and 1 out, and the ever-dangerous Pirates again trying to come back against the Cub bullpen. 1-ball count to Newman. Newman hits it on a line to second base. Fletcher snags it before it gets into right field. That probably just saved a run. Fletcher with an excellent defensive play, and now there are 2 outs, and only for Dyson's quick reaction did he get back to first and avoid being doubled off to end the game. Now Bell will be the batter with 2 outs, 2 men on. Cubs 1 out away from securing this win. And it's a 3-0 pitch from Rosenthal. That is outside, that is ball 4. Rosenthal might just get nicknamed the Wild Thing here. He has walked the bases loaded and is trying to walk the tightrope and escape this jam in the bottom of the ninth inning. Polanco now the batter with 2 outs, bases full Pirates as they try to steal this game at home. 1-1 pitch from Rosenthal. Grounded to first. Shaw has it. Steps on the base, and the Cubs are victorious. That is a 3-2 win in very dramatic fashion here in the bottom of the ninth inning. The Cubs score 3 runs on 4 hits with no errors. The Pirates 2 runs on 5 hits, also with no errors. The Cubs improve their record to 25-26, and the Pirates fall to 25-24. The player of the game is Cubs starter Chris Archer. He gets win number 4, improving his record to 4-3. He threw 7 1/3 of 2-hit, 1-run baseball with 4 walks and 4 strikeouts. Rosenthal gets his first save as a Cub. He threw 1 inning, allowed 3 walks, but no runs. And the Pirates starter Jay Brubacher is going to suffer the loss. He drops to 1-2. Really kind of a strong performance on his part, too. 8 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs, 4 walks, and 3 strikeouts. And that'll be it for today's ball game. Check us out next time on Replacement Player Baseball.